Now, a Saudi woman who barricaded herself up in a Thai airport has now left under government protection. Rahaf Mohammed Al-Qunun took to social media to say she feared she would be killed if she went back to her family in Kuwait. The 18-year-old is trying to seek asylum in Australia. Thailand's immigration police chief has said the young woman will not be sent anywhere against her wishes. Well, for more on this story, I'm joined from Bangkok now by Phil Robertson. He's the Deputy Director for Human Rights Watch Asia. Thanks for joining us on Euronews now. You've been in contact with the girl over the telephone. What does she have to say to you?
Well, she's much relieved at this time. She's been given back her passport. That's a big step forward. She's under the protection now of the UN Refugee Agency, who have registered her for consideration as a refugee, and will be continuing the interviews for her status determination over the next couple days. We're hoping that she will be able to go to a third country where she'll be really safe and secure sometime in the near future.
Let's see, how would you describe her mental state right now?
Well, she's incredibly courageous. She was really very determined and very resilient. But, she was quite scared. There was a number of times when it looked like the situation was not going well. There were people banging on the door that she had barricaded to prevent people from taking her out and putting her on a flight back to Saudi Arabia. It was a very, very tense time, and she pulled through in a remarkable way. I think she's tired. I know that she didn't eat for much of the day, so I'm sure that she's finally having a chance to have a decent meal and a good night's sleep.
Now, her allegations against her family remain unproven for the moment. But what do you think this case says about, human rights in Saudi Arabia?
Well, the human rights situation in Saudi Arabia is very bad. The discrimination and abuse against women and girls is systemic. And with these kind of guardian laws that are being used to control women, I'm not surprised we're seeing women like her trying to escape. What we saw in terms of the abuses that she alleged her family engaged in were psychological and physical abuse, particularly also anger at her for her lack of enthusiasm for Islam. And, I think that is a thing that would have certainly landed her in very difficult times with the government if she was sent back. She has said that she wants to renounce Islam. And I think that had she been sent to Saudi Arabia, the government probably would have had to take action against her. And we would have lost her, just like we lost Dina Ali, who was another woman from Saudi Arabia who tried to flee back in April 2017, and the authorities caught her and forced her back, and she's disappeared.
Phil Robertson, Deputy Director of Human Rights Watch, thanks for talking to us on Euronews Now.